Hello there, everyone. So it's Ben here. It's been a long time since I've posted any videos or reactions to anything. Been a fucking crazy few months, but it's coming to the end of the year. I've seen quite a few wrestling podcasts doing their own awards for different categories in wrestling for this year. Personally, I think it's been a very good year for WWE in this new Triple H era or Jean Paul Levesque era or whatever you want to fucking call it. To me, it's Triple H. It's terrorizing. It's Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's the Triple H era. Little bit of a backstory. I went to WrestleMania this year in Philadelphia. Was lucky enough to go. Dream come true. Big props to my ex-girlfriend. She took us there. It was great. Saw the one Dead Man show, the Undertaker live show. That was brilliant. And yeah, just the whole experience of WrestleMania. Went to WWE Superstore, which was incredible. Bought this amazing shirt here, this amazing flannel shirt. And yeah, the whole city of Philadelphia was just full of wrestling fans, and wrestling fans are the nicest people in the world. We met people from the Dominican Republic. We stayed in the same hotel as a couple of Germans who were really nice. And just met a few of my American friends over there and some American people who were friends of friends. I met Stephen Pinu, who's the lawyer of CM Punk and a lawyer for quite a few famous wrestlers. That was very big moment for me. Very cool. Been watching that guy and following that guy for a long time. Really nice guy. Shout out Steve. And some of his mates over there as well. But yeah, mate, the experience of WrestleMania was absolutely fucking incredible. The stadium was amazing. The people were amazing. The atmosphere was brilliant. First night was fantastic. Second night was amazing. And like I say, yeah, okay, me and my ex-girlfriend aren't speaking terms now, but if she randomly watches this somehow or someone tells her, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was a dream come true for me. I will probably never get to experience that ever again. And there's no one else I would have wanted to share that experience with. So Amy, thank you very much. I will always appreciate you for that, and I'll always remember you for that. So thank you for that. So anyway, yeah, great year, amazing pay-per-views. Raw and SmackDown have been brilliant. There's been people bought in from the indies who I never expect to see, or we are going to see this year. 2025 is going to be incredible for WWE. For them to be moving to Netflix on the 6th of January is like, I can't believe that's actually happening. Like, one of the biggest sports in the world is moving to the biggest fucking streaming, company in the world. It's gonna be like, WWE is amazing anyway. Spectacle, light shows, pyro, all that kind of shit, promos, adverts. It's mint anyway. But under Netflix, it's gonna be even fucking better. So it's just on the up and up and up. Especially like they've got a little bit of like they're in partnership with UFC as well. So that's fucking cool. It's just gonna get better and better. And I think with Triple H at the helm and other guys, creative writers, script writers, matchmakers, it's just gonna be fucking ace. And I'm here for it, and I can't wait. So anyway, these are the categories that I've put down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you agree, you disagree, your opinions, your answers to my awards. So I've got newcomer of the year, I've got male and female. The most improved, I've got male and female for that one. Best tag team, I've got males and females, obviously. The one to watch, males and female. I've got the entrance, of the year for me. That's just one, obviously. Spot of the year, I've got one. The promo of the year, I've got one of them. The feud, I've just got one for that one because I think you can't. You could have a male and female feud, but I just think the feud that caught my eye the most and I thought was the best and most personal and I got into. The pay per view of the year, the match of the year, female wrestler of the year, male wrestler of the year, and I'm ending with the moment of the year. Now these are just my opinions. Like I've not told anyone else I'm doing this. Actually, no, I told my brother, and my brother's given me his opinions. But yeah, these are all my opinions. I tried to take out the fact that I was at WrestleMania because obviously, you're there, you experience it all. You're gonna pop a bit more if you're there rather than when you're watching it at home. So I have tried to unfactor that, shall we say? But it's hard because Mania was meant to until, let's be honest. But yeah, I've tried to, not be too biased towards that. So yeah, just you guys, just let me know what you guys think. So newcomer of the year, female first, tough one. It's been a good year for female wrestlers, especially ones coming into WWE from NXT that some people probably wouldn't have seen. And I think the female roster is very strong for WWE and NXT. I mean, some of the women in NXT are fucking incredible. But my female newcomer of the year is Tiffany Stratton. Now, I know some people probably say, oh, she's not really a newcomer, but this year has been like the full year for Tiffany Stratton. And I think she's gone from strength to strength. People look at her and think, oh, she's Barbie doll, good looking, blah, 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 this, and this. But the woman can fucking wrestle at the end of the day. She's very athletic. She's clearly passionate about the sport. She's obviously got money in the bank, which is amazing. She came in as a heel. I think she's still kind of supposed to be a heel. But the fans just fucking love her because they respect her hard work. And they respect how good she is in the ring. And actually, in the last probably month or so, I think they're slowly turning her into a bit of a face with this little tiny bit of a storyline. Who's she going to cash in on? Is it going to be Nia? So, yeah, I just think she's just going strength to strength. I think the fans are finally seeing how amazing she is. And I think that's why, at the moment, she's what us wrestling fans call a tweener. Like, we're not supposed to. She's a bit of a heel, but everyone loves her, so they cheer her. And I think Triple H is turning her into a face now. So, yeah, my female newcomer of the year is Tiffany Stratton. My male newcomer of the year, it's a tough one because we've had some big newcomers like Bron Breakker, prime example. The guy's been fucking on fire. Even like Bronson Reed. Now, obviously, he was with WWE before. He left, come back. So I don't know if we could class him as a newcomer, but since he's come back, he's been on a rise. People like even like Ludwig Kaiser. Like he's obviously been in WWE for a while, but he's not really been utilised because he's just been, in Gunther's little group, Imperium. But in the last few months, he's been at the forefront of things. He's been having good matches, and people are kind of realising that he's actually really fucking good, and his character's brilliant. He's amazing on the mic. He's very good in the ring. He's easy to hate, which he's supposed to be because he's a fucking heel. But he could be easily a newcomer of the year. But my newcomer of the year, and he's not been in WWE for that long, and he's also someone I have followed on the indies for a long time, and I never ever thought, just because he's got a bit of a dodgy past, if you know, you know. Jacob Fatu, the guy's come in, and he's just been unbelievable. Like, the reception the guy's got from the fans, like, the fans fucking love him. The guy's a monster. He's incredible in the ring, so athletic. He doesn't speak loads, but when he does, people listen. I love his little "I love you" solo thing, and I think that guy is going to be a WWE champion. Maybe not this year. Could be. He could win an IC or a US title or something. But I think he's got a very big year coming up, and excuse me. I think the guy has been unbelievably good since he come in. Even when he got injured, he was still there. He was still getting involved with things. And like I say, he's someone I never thought I would ever see in WWE. So the fact that Triple H has brought him in and he's trusted him, and I think he's just going to get better and better under Triple H's guidance. And in the Indies, the guy, he's a little bit chunky. I wouldn't say he's out of shape, but he was a bit of a big guy. And when he debuted, he just looked fucking incredible. And like I say, I just think he's going to get better and better. So yes, Tiffany Stratton and Jacob Fatu, my newcomers of the year. The next category is most improved. It could be mic skills, could be in the ring, could be character based. Anything, anyone that I've watched this year and thought, you know what, they've got really good, or they've got better. I'm not saying it might just not be a newcomer. It just could be someone that's been in for quite a while, and it's just got better strength. So I don't know how popular this one's going to be, because I know I'll do female first. I know a lot of people don't like her. Me personally, I didn't like her, but since she's come back, I can't fault her. She's not put a foot wrong for me. So my most improved female wrestler of the year is Nia Jax. Now, obviously, she's renowned for being, before she left or got released or whatever, she was known for being, she injured people. Becky Lynch's nose, and she injured quite a few people, being a bit stiff in the ring, being a bit like dodgy in the ring. She's obviously gone away, worked, and since she's come back, I think she's been brilliant. Her mic skills are better, her promos are good. I remember a little face off between her and Rhea Ripley in Australia, and she was really good on that. I like her work that she's doing with Tiffany Stratton, and she's with Candice LeRae at the moment. Her promos are good. Like I say, she's got a lot better on the mic, but the main thing, in ring, she's got so much better in the ring. She plays the monster role perfectly. A finisher, it's quite a dangerous finisher, but she does it very, very well. Her matches are a lot better. They're a bit quicker. Obviously, she does better against women that are a bit more experienced and a bit better in the ring, but I just don't think you can fault her. I mean, you might not like her. I wasn't a big fan of her myself. Wasn't a big fan when WWE bought it back. I wasn't a big fan of that. But yeah, I think she's gotten so much better, and I can't fault her. I cannot fault her at the moment. I have no idea what I've done on the screen, but there we go, it's come back. Yeah, I just think she's been brilliant, and massive fair play to her for that. So, most improved male wrestler of the year. Dom Mysterio. Now, the guy's been in WWE for 5 years now, so he's not new, but he just gets better and better. He's better in the ring. Given he gets twatted most of the time he's in the ring, but he is a lot better in the ring this year than he was last year. His mic skills are just fantastic. But it's his character. His character's getting better. Like, everyone hates him. You're supposed to hate him. And to me, he's just more hateable. If that's even a word, I don't know, but I'm saying it, hateable. You just hate him more and more every week. Especially now, like, they screwed over Damian Priest, and he's with Liv, and he screwed over Rhea, and all that kind of stuff. Like, for me, he's just improving every year, and it's just a shame I think he won a belt, didn't he, this year? Did he win the US or something? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I just think the guy's he's fucking top dog at the moment. He can't do no wrong for me, and he's just getting better and better each year, every month in the ring. Mic skills, character work, just everything. Like he's fantastic. So yes, Dominic Mysterio is my most improved male wrestler of the year, and I think it's deserved. Um, this one was tough. This next one, I actually think this was my toughest one. I've got it. So the next category is tag team of the year. Now, female first. I actually think the female one was quite easy. And my answer for female tag team of the year is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, personally, I want to see these two feud because like Bianca's the big strong, big strong woman. Jade Cargill, obviously she's a physical specimen. She's decent in the ring. She's getting better in the ring, and mic skills aren't great, but she's getting there. They've been very clever by putting her under Bianca's wing. I think she's learning a lot off Bianca, but putting them two together at the time that they did, I think they've been a tag team since February, April time, maybe. I'm not sure, but they've been a tag team for quite a long time, and the women's tag team division at the time wasn't in the best of shape. Nobody really was too fussed about it, myself included. Like I like a lot of the female wrestlers, a lot of them are very very talented, but the female tag team division was very weak at the time. I think putting the tag belts on them too was brave. It could have derailed both of their careers a little bit by being in a tag team, but those two made the women's tag team division worthwhile, worth watching. Like I actually started caring then who who Jade and Bianca were facing, and then you got tag teams like Isla Dawn and the other one. I always forget her name. Something Fire. I can't remember. I apologise. And then you've got like Damage Control and all the Chelsea Green Pipe and everything. All these teams. So it became relevant, and I think people got interested, especially with Jade and Bianca, and that's a hard job. That is a hard job. Like basically saying, listen, this division's not very good. We're gonna put the belts on you, and you guys are gonna get eyes on the products and make people care about the female tag team division again. And I think they have, and fair play to both of them. But I do want to see Bianca versus Jade feud, and I think Jade heel is the way forward. But yeah, those two are my female tag team of the years. I think it's deserved as well. This one's the hardest one, the male tag team of the year, because there's a lot of good tag teams out there. Motor City Machine Guns coming into WWE, fantastic. One of my favourite indie tag teams. Both of those guys deserve to be in WWE again, and they're a fantastic, unbelievably good tag team. You got Street Profits, DIY, tag teams like that. So Awesome Truth, obviously, as well. Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, those guys are amazing. But my tag team of the year, and some people might not like it, but I've gone Judgment Day. I've gone JD and Finn, because I think those guys are on another level. Like, I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of JD, but that guy in the ring is fantastic, and Finn Balor is one of the best in the ring at the moment, probably of all time. Doesn't put a foot wrong, and his character at the start of the year, obviously with Judgment Day, and then obviously he screwed over Priest, and now his character is this fucking bad guy who's an absolute arsehole. Like, it suits him down to a T, and JD's his little understudy and all that. I just think they've been killing it all year. I think they were killing it when they were with Priest. I think they've been killing it now that they're in like with Dom and Liv and Raquel and all that. All the matches are always good. Finn and JD have got such a good chemistry, and I think those two are the best tag team at the moment in WWE, and they are the boys to beat, to be honest. And yeah, there's been a lot of arguments for other tag teams, and I respect all of them. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go for those two. I'm gonna go for the Judgment Day. So my next one is ones to watch in 2025. It's tough. It's tough to judge this because obviously we're still in 2024. We've got another, what are we, 22nd today, so we've got like 10 days. I think we've got one Raw and one SmackDown left, maybe a couple more. I don't know. So it's tough to do this one, especially like with NXT. Obviously WWE have rumored to sign Pentagon Junior, which I'm absolutely fucking ecstatic about because I love um, Pentagon Cierro Miedo. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. So it could be like, yeah, he could be one to watch this year, but he's not even been in yet, so I can't really judge. All I'm going to go on is people I've seen this year. NXT guys. I think there's a few guys down there, a few women down there that have got a big future this year coming up. But my one to watch for 2025 female, Tiffany Stratton again. I mean, she's got the briefcase, the Money in the Bank briefcase. So we've got to be watching her. We've got to see who she cashes in on, when she cashes in on. Personally, I think she's going to cash in at Mania. I mean, everybody, the fans absolutely love Tiffany Stratton right now. So for me, it'd be a waste if it's not at Mania. It's got to be at the Rumble. One of those two. It can't be on a lesser pay per view or a Raw or a SmackDown, or maybe the Raw after Mania would be alright. But I think to watch Tiffany this year, she is the one to watch because, like I've said, she started as heel, now she's turned into a face. It'll be interesting to see the trajectory that Triple H and WWE want to push Tiffany Stratton. And I think WWE and Triple H are very, very big on her, and the fans are too. So I think she is one to watch for 2025. Pretty easy pick for me. I'm a big fan of Tiffany Stratton anyway. She's got the looks. She's great in the ring. She's an athlete. She's obviously dedicated. And the charisma, and on the mic, she's brilliant as well. So I think it's a big year for Tiffany this year. My male one to watch for 2025, and this kind of follows on from Tiffany Stratton, because it's Tiffany Stratton's partner, is Ludwig Kaiser. Now, I mentioned him earlier, obviously, but I think the last month or two, he has been absolute money in WWE. I think he'll split from Gunther. I think Gunther might turn on him. Maybe kick shit out of him, basically. Kick him out, so, I don't need you and all that. He's good on the mic. He's very easy to hate. He's pompous. But the man is fucking superb in the ring. He's fantastic on the mic. And I think he could be like Tiffany. I think people could like him, but keep him as a heel for now. Keep him as a bit of a snivelling heel. And I'd love to see him win the IC or United States Championship or something. And I think the fans respect him enough to, chant, you deserve it and all that. So I think he's got a big year this year, Ludwig. And obviously he goes out with Tiffany Stratton. So he's one of the luckiest men in the world, probably the luckiest man in the world. So the guy's doing alright in life. But yeah, Ludwig Kaiser and Tiffany Stratton are the ones to watch in 2025 for me. My next category is entrance of the year. Now it's tough because Mania had a lot of very, very good entrances. I mean, the entrance that started off WrestleMania was Motionless in White singing Rhea Ripley's theme tune, which was I didn't no one knew that was happening, and it was absolutely fucking incredible. Like Rhea Ripley coming out to Motionless in White, and I got to see Motionless in White live for one song, but it was fucking cool. Like that's an amazing entrance. But my entrance of the year, it did happen at WrestleMania, and it happened at WrestleMania Night One, and it was The Rock's entrance. It was incredible. Now, where myself and my ex were sitting, we couldn't see the fire that was the shape like a Brahma bull until it showed on the screen. So I just thought there was loads of fire around him, and then obviously I saw the screen. But the entrance was amazing. The pyro was incredible. The fire around the Rock was amazing. He had his belt. The music was mint. It was just like he took his time. We soaked it all in. It was just electrifying, to say the least. Pun completely intended. But that entrance, yeah, it was mega. I mean, the fact that we got to see The Rock in twice, by the way, twice at WrestleMania in 2024 is just every wrestling fan's dream. And for a guy from England, Stoke-on-Trent, England, to be watching that live in Philadelphia in 2024, absolutely fucking breathtaking, and it was unbelievable. So for me, entrance of the year 2024, The Rock, WrestleMania Night 1, incredible. The next category is Spot of the Year. Now it all comes down to what you define as a spot. Now for me, a spot in a match is something that makes you go, holy shit, like what the fuck, or something. In my case, my answer to this is something that I did say holy shit to, I did say holy fuck to, and it's also something I never ever thought that I would see in WWE ever. So my spot of the year, and there's quite a lot of honourable mentions, like there's loads, but my spot of the year is at WrestleMania 40. I think it was night 1. Could be wrong. It could be wrong. I can't remember like what was night 1, what was night 2, apart from the main events. But it was Sami Zayn doing the turnbuckle brainbuster on Gunther. Now that move is fucking dangerous. Like I watched that move in the Indies and thought it was dangerous in the Indies. So there's absolutely no way on this earth that I thought I would ever see Sami Zayn do a turnbuckle brainbuster on anybody. I wouldn't expect him to do it on fucking Hornswoggle. Do you know what I mean? The fact he did it on Gunther, he was a big unit, and he did it perfectly. Gunther took it perfectly. My mouth was fucking wide open. I was gobsmacked when I saw that, and I just remembered looking around at people, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" That move is insane. So for me to see that live in person on a guy as big as Gunther was fucking unreal. And like I say, there's a lot of honourable mentions in that, but yeah, I can't. I mean, it's like we've just seen Kevin Owens do the package pile driver on Cody Rhodes. That's another move. Like, I would never ever dream of seeing in WWE in my lifetime, but it shows the confidence that Triple H has in these guys, has in these wrestlers to pull these moves off safely without injuring people. And I think we're going to see more, to be honest. But yeah, spot of the year, Sami Zayn, turnbuckle brainbuster on Gunther, WrestleMania 40. You watch that, and if you've been watching wrestling a long time, especially the indies, you know the band of pile drivers and all that stuff. That move just, yeah, it was just fucking amazing. And that is my spot of the year. So my next category um, is promo of the year. Now this is hard because there's a lot of good promos this year. I mean, CM Punk returns. I mean, that guy is just like the promo king. Um, Drew McIntyre, guy's been on absolute fire this year with his promos. You got Seth Rollins, his promos are always good. So this one was tough, but the one I've picked is the one that I remember when I watched it live. I was like, Jesus, this is fucking nuts. And the promo is The Rock when he was beating up Cody Rhodes. He took him outside, pissing it down with rain, kicking fuck out of him, threw him against his own tour bus, hit him with his own belt. Cody's pissing with blood. He's wiping Cody's blood all over his arms. He's talking shit, talking into the camera. But then to top it off, The Rock says, pardon the pun, I only need one more thing, and that's the tears of Mama Rhodes. And I heard that and I was like, holy shit. That, to end like that, and The Rock was swearing all the way through it. You know, Cody's bleeding at the time, and everyone's fucking hero. You know, Cody Rhodes, he's gonna finish his story. After that promo, I didn't think we'd see Cody for quite a while. I don't think we did. But you put the camera on The Rock, unscripted, possibly unscripted. I'm sure there's a lot of things that were scripted in that, but the guy can ad lib for fucking days. It was just like, it was like old school fucking. It was just like old school fucking attitude era. You know what I mean? And it just, yeah, I was just blown away by that. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if Triple H allowed it. Swearing his tits off he was, but yeah, that was incredible. Like that promo was just, it was just fire, and that one was a tough one because like the promos between like Drew and Punk were good. Punk and Seth Rollins have been good. You know, Liv and Rhea Ripley, they've been good. But yeah, that Rock promo, you know, I only need one more thing, and that's the tears of Mama Rhodes. That's just, yeah, top fucking bollocks, that one. Like, it's hard to beat The Rock in it. Let's be honest. Like, he's for me the greatest on the mic. I'm just gonna lie down for a sec, folk. He's just the greatest of all time on the mic, and let's be fair. Like, I feel sorry for everyone. Like The Rock coming back for a few months. I mean, he was only back for like just after the Rumble, and then left after Mania. We haven't really seen him since. But fuck me, yeah, that's the promo of the year for me. Anyway, next category. I've gone for feud. Now, this is tough. There's been a lot of good feuds this year. I mean, I think it's been one of the best for feuds this year because the storytelling, the longevity of the storytelling has been probably the best that I've seen in a long time. Lots of feuds that I could have picked from, but the feud I'm going to pick, I think has been the one that I thought was most personal, and I kind of got behind. And I didn't know who like I wanted to win the feud because it was tough. But I've gone for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre as my feud of the year. Those guys were top of the game. That feud, top of the game, both of them. Now, anyone that knows me knows I'm not a massive CM Punk fan. But since he's come back to WWE, I think the guy's been on absolute fire. To be honest, he doesn't need to wrestle. You know what I mean? Like, his promos alone
I mean, when he got injured, he was out for what 3 months, and he and Drew McIntyre continued to feud, even though CM Punk couldn't wrestle. Like they both kept that feud going. The thing with the bracelet of, is it AJ Lee and his dog or something? I don't know. Drew nicking that, both costing each other championships, goes costing each other matches. The promos were just fucking fire. You know, Drew McIntyre was just incredible on his social medias. You know, DM Punk and DM McIntyre and all this stuff about injuring CM Punk, and then we all know that CM Punk is just incredible on the mic. And he's I wasn't sure what he's going to be like in the ring. Because obviously he's getting on a bit, and I've seen some of his matches in AEW, and I wasn't massively impressed. But the matches those two guys had were incredible. The one at, I think it was Hell in a Cell or Bad Blood or something like that. The one that CM Punk won is an incredible match. Lots of good feuds. Roman versus Cody, very hard not to pick that. You could even have Cody versus The Rock. You know what I mean? Even though like that wasn't really supposed. That was like an accidental feud that everyone fucking loved. Seth and Punk, even though they've not fought yet, that you could have had that. You could have had Rhea and Liv. There's loads. There's loads. But I got very, very, very into the CM Punk and Drew feud, and I think a lot of people did. And I actually think they will feud again at some point in the future. Um, but yeah, my feud of the year is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and I think it's hard to top that. But I wouldn't like begrudge anyone that picked a couple more. But yeah, and I think there's a big year for Drew coming up as well. I think Drew's gonna have a big year in 2025. I know Triple H is very big on Drew, and so am I, to be honest. I think a lot of people are as well. He's kind of a tweener, and he's supposed to be a heel, but you love him at the same time. So yeah, my next category is pay per view of the year, or PLE of the year, as they call it. Um, like I say, I'm trying to be not biased. Um, obviously with me being at WrestleMania, but try not to be biased in this category. But I actually generally think WrestleMania 40 is one of the best WrestleManias of all time, if not the best. I think it had one of the best, if not the best, main event of all time. Because the match was good, but obviously the nostalgia as well. But yeah, I generally think WrestleMania 40 was a fucking fantastic show. I can't remember. There's only one match I was kind of like expecting to be good, and it was a bit of a shit show, and that was Jimmy versus Jey Uso. But it was good because obviously Jey Uso's entrance was fucking incredible at WrestleMania. But every match was a banger for me. The atmosphere was fantastic. Pyro was good. I haven't actually watched it since I went WrestleMania. Like I've not actually watched it with any commentary or anything, so I can't really judge like how amazing the commentary was. But obviously, I've heard it was really good. We had cash-ins, we had ladder matches, we had fucking legends returning. It was just fucking amazing. And I think it's hard to top that one. Um, I just generally think it was just a very good pay per view slash PLE. And I think I wouldn't argue with anyone if they voted and decide anything different because it's personal preference. But yeah, I think it's hard to beat WrestleMania 40 for pay per view slash PLE of the year. So my next category is a big one. It's match of the year. Now I like to think about this because there was a lot of good matches, a lot of good main events. Um, I saw a lot of good matches at WrestleMania 40. Like I say, there wasn't many shit matches. There was a couple of average ones. There's one I was a bit disappointed with. Um, so it's hard to like choose a match that wasn't at Mania 40. It was between two for me. One wasn't Mania 40, and one was at Mania 40, and it was very hard to choose. But just for the ending and the nostalgia value, I went for Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at the main event of WrestleMania 40 Night 2. The match was good, but then you get the bloodline coming down. You know, you get fucking Solo coming down, you get Jimmy coming down, you get Jay coming down, and then you get John Cena coming down, which is just the guy's one of the best of all time. Put him on the Mount Rushmore. I couldn't argue. You get him coming down, so you're like, right, okay, Cena's coming down. So obviously the Rock's gonna come out. Then the Rock comes out, and you're like, oh my god, you've got Cena and Rock in the ring. It's fucking incredible. And then I was like, well, he's gonna take out the Rock. Now, whilst we were over there in America, everybody thought it was gonna be Stone Cold. I thought it was gonna be Stone Cold. The whole arena thought it was gonna be Stone Cold. They were doing little tweets like at 16 minutes past 3, you know, leaving little fucking teasers, and everyone's like, yeah, it's gonna be Stone Cold, it's gonna be Stone Cold. And then that gong goes off, and it's pitch black, and you know who it is. It's the fucking Undertaker. Now, was I disappointed that it wasn't Stone Cold? At the time, a little bit, yes. I heard that gong, the light came up, Undertaker was there. It was just like, it was like an out of body experience. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe it's the fucking Undertaker. Storyline wise, didn't really make much sense. Obviously, they had feuds back in the day, but it was just like, holy shit, it's the Undertaker. Now, there's a funny story about this. So, obviously, when we went to Philadelphia, the first night we got there, we went to watch the One Dead Man show. And Undertaker was actually taking a piss out of Cody Rhodes, going, oh, finish the story, like, you know, like taking a piss a little bit. And then night 2, Undertaker was sitting in a box behind where we were sitting. Everyone saw him, you know, shouting Undertaker. He did his little thing and all that, and he was loving it. And then obviously the show went on, and we kind of didn't take much notice, but we knew he was there. So for him to pop up in the ring and chokeslam the Rock, and then the lights went out and he was gone, and it was a good chokeslam. The Rock took it well. That's one of the things that I said at the time. I've got a video and I'm like, please take it well, please take it well, and he took it well. It was just like, you know what? Yeah, if you don't get Stone Cold, Taker's on a level par. So for moments of the year, yeah, I've gone Undertaker. You know, that is one of the best moments, and it was in the best match. So, for match of the year, not just for the Undertaker thing, John Cena, The Rock, you know, that is match of the year. Is Cody Rhodes beating the Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, these next two are big. My female wrestler of the year. Tough. There's been a good year for female wrestling. Lots of people coming up, doing well, winning championships, good matches. You know, it's hard. This one's hard. Like, women's wrestling's been on fire. So, it was tough, but it actually wasn't as tough as I thought it was going to be. My female wrestler of the year, love her or hate her, personally, I love her. I think she's fucking brilliant. She's a babe as well, but my female wrestler year is Liv Morgan. She's been champion for most of the year. She wrestles pretty much every week. You're supposed to hate her. The fans fucking hate her. Aligning herself with Dirty Dom Mysterio is an absolute stroke of genius from Triple H. Her mic skills are better. Her promos are good. She's got better in the ring. She's been fucking superb this year. Now, like I say, you can hate her. It's fine. You're supposed to hate her. She's the fucking whiny bitch next door. But she does it so good. If you hate her, she's doing her fucking job properly. Do you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, the way her and Dom got together and she won the belt and she did that promo in the stands where she turned around and she's basically got a fucking batty out. And, she's beating people like Nia Jax, she's beating Rhea, beating Bayley, all these people she's beating. You cannot say that she has not been good this year. She's been fucking fantastic. I do think she's going to drop the belt on January the 6th for Netflix because Rhea Ripley is the face of WWE for women, and I think they want her to have that belt. But fair play to Liv. She's not been injured. She's been there pretty much every week. She has good matches, good finisher, good character. Align herself with the Judgment Day. Like, for me, yeah, she's been the fucking bollocks this year, and fair play to her because I've always liked her. I've always thought she was decent, but never really thought she was championship material. But this year, man, yeah, fair play to her. I think she's been fucking brilliant. Rhea Ripley, close second probably for me. I mean, Chelsea Green as well, massively, massively underappreciated. Finally, they're appreciating her now, winning that women's is it Intercontinental belt or something. So yeah, fair play for Chelsea Green, but Liv Morgan for me, I think she's been superb. Next one, male wrestler of the year. This is tough because there's been some incredible male wrestlers this year. Like, so many guys have had good years. Good year, should I say. It's tough because, like, I kind of want it to be like a joint one because I've literally been oohing and ahhing today. But I'm going to have to give male wrestler of the year to Cody Rhodes. For him to finish his story at WrestleMania was an incredible fucking experience. Like, after he won, got his mum in, got Brandy in, got the kids in, celebrated with fucking fans. He lost the first night and whatnot, and then, won the second night after that match was just insane. He's wrestled pretty much every week. I know he's had a bit of an injury and whatnot, but he wrestled through that. He's had good feuds with Roman. His feud with KO is brilliant. His promos are good. He's better in the ring this year. Been champion for ages. I just don't see how. He's a poster boy. He's a poster boy at WWE. And I don't see how you can see past Cody. I was very close to having Gunther as well. He lost his IC belt after, what was it, 666 days or whatever, I don't know. And for me, one of the best matches of the year was Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 40. Now, obviously, he's the champion. He's having incredible matches. He's good on the mic. He dresses well. His character's good. He's a tweener. He's kind of supposed to be a heel, but the fans love him. But then sometimes they can hate him. He's had a fantastic year. And he's got a big year ahead of him as well. But you can't see past Cody. For me, you just can't see past him. Like, he is the poster boy of WWE. He's a champion. He deserves to be the champion. And he's having great matches. And yeah, you just can't see past him, can you? For me anyway, personally. And yeah, I think he's reinvented himself fucking fantastically. And he's probably got the best fucking theme tune in WWE. But I digress. Despite having the shittest tattoo. But anyway, yeah, male wrestler of the year, Cody Rhodes. And my final category is moment of the year. And a moment of the year is something. It's not the same as spot of the year. Moment of the year is something that you will probably remember for the rest of your life, and you were glad that you were there to witness this moment. And I've spoke about it earlier. It's The Undertaker. WrestleMania Night 2. Gong goes off. Everyone's fucking going mental. Oh my god. It's a fucking Undertaker. I remember my ex literally screaming her fucking head off next to me. And I don't blame her. Because it was a proper fanboy, fangirl moment. And then he's there in the ring. Rock turns round. He chokeslams him. It's a good chokeslam. Rock takes it brilliant. Then he's gone. And it's just like, have I just witnessed that? Holy shit. And it was like, yeah, I'm going to go to my grave remembering that moment. I was there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sound like a twat, but I was there when The Undertaker chokeslammed The Rock in WrestleMania 40 in 2024. What a moment, guys. Honestly, I'm sure it was amazing to watch on telly, but in that stadium, when that gong went off, man, it was fucking fantastic. So that is my moment of the year. Thank you for listening. If you've listened all the way through, you're fucking legends. They're obviously only my opinions. Please comment yours, whether you agree with me, disagree with me. If you've got different answers for my categories, I'd fucking love to hear them. I really would. Wrestling fans are the best fans in the world. We're all legends. We're all ace. We're all the same. And we just love the sport. And under Triple H, this Triple H era, it's going to get better and better. Especially when it's on Netflix. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year. And yeah, much love. Keep watching wrestling. Now, then, and forever. Peace out. NWO for life. Whoop whoop.